Movie review number 1270 is In the Lost Lands. In the Lost Lands is a 2025 movie directed by Paul W.S. Anderson, who also directed movies like the Resident Evil series and Monster Hunter. This movie has Political Entertainment, Constantin Film, and Filmnation Entertainment. I saw this movie on March 15th, 2025 at Cinemark Milford 16 in Milford, Ohio. So, this is based on a short story by George R. Martin, who also did A Game of Thrones. So, a queen, desperate to find happiness and love, takes a daring step. She sends the powerful and feared witch Grey Alice, portrayed by Mila Jovovich in the movie, to the Lost Lands to give her the magical gift of turning into a werewolf. With the mysterious hunter Boyce, portrayed by Dave Bautista, who supports her in the fight against dark creatures and merciless enemies, Grey Alice roams an eerie and dangerous world, and only she knows that every wish she grants her has unimaginable consequences. Ooh. So, besides Dave Bautista and Mila Jovovich in the movie, we also see Ari Jovo as Ash, Amira Okorecki as Melange, Fraser James as Patriarch Johan, Simon Wolf as Jarvis, Deirdre Morans as Mara, Sebastian Stankovic as Ross, Jessica Desu as Overlord, Wonding as the Hammer, Ian Hamor as the Stranger, Elvine Hall portrays the homeless woman, Camilla Camort portrays a midwife, and there are many other actors and actresses in this movie. So, this movie was adapted from several short stories that George R. Martin did that involved Grey Alice, who is a powerful and feared witch. And so she is given the task to find this magical gift that will allow a person to turn into a werewolf. Because this queen is desperate to find happiness and love, and she might be able to get it. But in order to do that, she has to turn into a werewolf. The movie will explain why this is the case. And so there's this magical gift in the Lost Lands that would allow this queen to turn into a werewolf. And so she sends Grey Alice to retrieve it. But she may need some help. So Boyce, who is a hunter and knows how to fire weapons, goes along with her to the Lost Lands to try to retrieve this magical gift. But let's just say that Grey Alice has some dangerous enemies, and Hunter does as well. So Grey Alice and Boyce has to take down these dangerous enemies and get to the Lost Lands to get this gift before anything bad happens to them. By the way, one of the things I really liked about this movie is the scenery, the atmosphere. It is really a darker and more powerful setting. And I like how the movie essentially revolves around the two main characters, Grey Alice and Boyce. And there are times when you might be thinking, oh, okay, they are sided with each other. And there might be other times where, let's just say, one of them is trying to kill the other, or something like that. But check out the final battle in this movie, or one of the final battles, like you get to see in the trailer, that involves a werewolf fighting this bird. Oh man, that's really intense. So I have never heard of this story before. I know that George R. Martin did several books and stories, including Game of Thrones, which is a popular TV series. But In the Lost Rings was part of a series of short stories that revolve around Grey Alice, the witch. And so Mila Jovovich who was in other movies from Paul W.S. Anderson, like the Resident Evil series and Monster Hunter. She plays Gray Alice in the movie. And Royce, who you see in the beginning and the ending of the trailer, he basically tells the audience or the viewer that he has a story to tell. And this is that story about he and Gray Alice went to the Lost Lands to retrieve this gift, and bad things happened to them. And then I won't spoil it, but I thought it was a pretty good movie. It is definitely a little bit of action packed, a little bit of, I wouldn't say like romantic moments, but there might be a few hints or moments between the two characters in the movie. But let's just say that there are also moments in the movie where they might be fighting each other. I won't discuss too much though. With this queen, let's just say that she may not be as good as the synopsis might detail. But yeah, this was pretty good. I definitely recommend it. So that's my movie review of In the Lost Lands Precinct 2 from my next movie review. Bye. Goodbye.